guys. Actually, only gonna go live today because and now that okay, I'm good. Maybe record like a short and some tomorrow, move some shorts around, and that's what I'm gonna do today. But that's like now I'm gonna do a live stream, to and then literally like a few minutes ago, you're like, oh wait, nah, now I'm not gonna do a live stream. Yeah, and then I realized, oh wait, it's summertime. It doesn't matter what I do a live stream now. I only decide to do stuff for live stream only on like weekends and stuff. During like weekdays way over like school time. And it's not and it's 8, so I think most people are awake. But yeah. But after this live stream, I'm gonna move some shorts and stuff around, pre-record it. Yeah, there's a bunch of shorts. I actually had a short coming out on 4th of July, so I'm gonna have to move that around like, well, or plan. I completely forgot. We can record a 4th of July short. And I'm gonna record that on the day of 4th of July. So there's gonna be no show on 4th of July. Like, at least not pre-recorded, blah blah blah. But yeah. But yeah, they hit 700 subscribers yesterday too. 700. I think this is the quickest app I have hit a milestone. Yeah, this is the quickest I have hit a milestone. Yesterday I hit 700, and I think this is the quickest usage. I'd be close within like a month or two, but then like within like maybe 4 or 5 months, then I'll hit the milestone, but not within like 2.5 months. So this is the quickest I have hit a milestone. Yesterday I was so happy. I know it is 700, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be like the biggest source creator or one of the biggest. Really doesn't matter. Although if I ever do become big YouTuber, like a big short creator, I don't want to. I don't want to lose myself in it. I don't want to let it get to my head. You know, be one like those ones. You know, uh, you know, like keep to myself. I don't want to. You know, I want to stay humble. I want to be cocky and stuff like that. But yeah, yes, that. So, and like I said, yesterday I plan on doing a short that and now I have to get to a live stream and deluding that long ago, like a few minutes ago. They're like, oh wait, nah, because like I don't got like on weekends, mostly when I'm bored, and then it's like, oh wait, oh wait, it's the summer. Can we only live stream on the weekends because school is during the week, but it's summertime now. Like nobody's in school. I'm pretty sure like everybody's out of school now. So, but yeah, I hit 700 yesterday. And I'm also saying that's how I remember. So like if I look back and watch the live stream, I'm like, okay, I did hit the subscriber count on the day of filming this. Can't even know. I got also on this live stream. I got to shorts around. I also got to take off the short that on 4th of July because I got to meet that. like forward. Like I gotta move that around because there's not gonna be a show on 4th of July. What there is, but I'm gonna record it on the day of 4th of July. So that's what I do with special, but like like special shorts. What I call them, like holiday specials. I don't know if I'm on live stream. I don't think I am. I might. I can't remember if I ever even said I watched a live stream on 4th of July. But anyway, I think I might have said last year. But anyway, yeah. But what I do, I usually record them on the day of the holiday. You know, like every holiday, especially that you see, like you might have a short or live stream, it's recorded on the day of. Like it recorded on the day of. So yeah, but I can't wait. I can't wait to hit. That's my biggest milestone right now. Is 1,000 subs, and I'm 200 away. Well, 300 away actually. Okay, 8, 9, maybe 1,000. So that's 300. Yeah, but I'll literally like yeah, cause nobody gets show up. Cause like I said, I live stream because I get bored, and then mostly like if I like probably like stream like 5 or 7, probably there probably be quite a few people. Even there might be still a few people, but most of the time through the weekend when there's school, nobody really show up in the live streams, so I get bored. So that's why I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stream on weekends. But it's summertime now, so I was like, okay, I can record a live stream. Yeah, yeah. Most of the doggies use the bathroom. Oh, yeah. Also, I should put it in the description, but it doesn't matter. You can click on my channel and it gets in the on the homepage. You scroll down to my other channels and you see the one with me in a red jacket and pants. No, with a black background. It's an XZ, but it's spelled XZE. That's my main channel, and that's what like behind the scenes is. So yeah, I want to see how like I film my shorts and stuff, and see how it is, or even watch like older videos of me back in like when I was like younger, like 12, 13. Well, technically 12 because my birthday is in September. So when I started YouTube, I was 12 years old. I have with 2 channels, with yeah, 2 channels within like a few weeks, I think. Cause then I think I might start like YouTube like January. No, cause I think I started my main channel like late February, but my other 2 channels, cause I was like young, right? So I would forget my past. Mostly because I just make random patterns, so I wouldn't really think of them, and then I would end up forgetting because I don't remember exactly how. I think I either get a new. I can look at number. I didn't get my own phone until I was 13, so I did get my own phone to like I think like October or November of 2018. Probably a little bit later than that because we moving to another house late, not 2019. So I think I might got my first official phone, which was the iPhone, because I was really big at the time. I'm older now, right? So I'm more keen on money and stuff like that. And not that I wasn't back then, really, but it's just like okay, iPhone wouldn't really do any harm. You know, and also a big at time I really into iPhones. Definitely, I watch stuff like J Station uh Jackson. I mean, I watch them too. Clearly, I watch it Markiplier, all of them. I mean, I was a really big people at the time, but I mean, I will like watch like J Station, Jesse, Jesse, Jester. I'll watch the YouTubers and all they had with iPhones because, like I said, iPhone was pretty big. They back the time when I started YouTube. Cause I started YouTube in the Silver Age. That's what I do. That's what I call it. Like the golden age when like stuff like Fred, Smosh, even like Markiplier, Markiplier, the sub guy, PewDiePie. All of them started their YouTube channel. Lucian, like all of them. I like Lucian, but you're pretty funny too. He get all that that pedal shit. Then I stopped watching him. But yeah, even Jay Station kind of started his YouTube channel. I'm kind of like a how do I say this? I'm kind of like a I like you know how your parents they know like Eminem, Tupac, all of them back in like the 50 to like 2000s, mostly 90s, but like still going in the 2000s. Like I listen to Tupac and M clearly, but all like Dre, all of them. Like how I was, even still am. Basically, kind of born in 2005, right? The year that YouTube officially became a thing, right? I was born like 6 months after YouTube. Not I was born in September. Actually, that's like longer than 6 months, but you know what I mean. And then, you know, and then so I'm part of the era because not only was I born in like the late 2000s, right? Where like edginess was the thing where you could say kind of crazy stuff, right? But yeah, I was also born in the era because even then, like with the new scary movie, even people like Jaime Gen Z Matt, even though most of the people watching or going to watch it, and not only people back in the era when this was a thing, but also Gen Z, cause even then I wouldn't even say I got offended, but I was like more like we're not even in Gen Z no more, right? We're in Gen Alpha, right? Like I don't know. Like I don't know what with people get upset about Gen Z because people act like Gen Z is the only people that get upset about anything. Cause what's like Eminem, for example, not get protested then back in the era when like talk about like talking like cause the crazy shit that Eminem was saying like was he not being protested that he was back in the era was mostly okay, right? Then I'm not gonna say Gen Z real a lot of things, but we can take a joke. Say like this. I'm more of a millennial, I think, though, because like I said, I was born in 2005. So yeah, I was like, yeah, and I was like 3, 4 when Gen Z became a thing. I guess I don't know. I will go by Gen Z really, cause like even then like Millie Bobby Brown, right? She's a millennial because she was born 2004, a year before me. So I feel like but anyway, so I would go by millennial, but even then, like, if they don't like, well, I don't like it. I like Gen Z probably would be the most of the people that's going to watch. I like Gen because like I said, back when YouTube first started, right? Even like back in 2015, 16, I'll try to tell you like 2021. Being edgy was actually pretty cool. Like be as you was at the like a funny thing, right? Like I said, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. You know, I would say okay, Jacksepticeye's a little bit more funny. No, no, he's not. Like they were playing games, right? Even like SML, right? Mostly SML, right? Because back when he made Jeffy, right? Yeah, he's controversial, but the thing is, even the thing is like, go, I don't know, I don't know if you'd be able to watch his older videos. Like I don't remember, I haven't really watched him for a while. I mean, knowing stuff. I know he had a daughter. I could have been keeping up with him. Like I haven't completely stopped watching him. I need to go check him out. Like no, let me go see what Logan doing. Right? It was the same thing with like Logan Paul. Right? I used to be a big fan of him until the whole thing. I still used to be a fan of him even after the Suicide Force thing. Uh, what's the thing? I could when that happened, I was so confused because it was like on the news and stuff like that. I was like, what is it? What did he do? Like, why did the people always tend to hate on the Paul brothers? Mostly for nothing. Well, Big Paul, I get it, right? But I never really. But that's the thing. I never really saw hate on Logan Paul. At least not like Jake Paul. And even then, Logan Paul only mentioned when Jake Paul do something. And actually, Jake Paul I kind of get because the stuff he was being like a little bit of a nuisance. So I'm more like, what did Logan Paul do? Did this whole Suicide Force thing? I'm like, oh damn. But I disliked him after the whole thing with Jake Paul like a few years ago when he got mad because Jake Paul didn't promote his brand because he was in a boxing uh event with another drinking brand with another drinking brand. So the brand was like, "Oh, Logan Paul can't promote his stuff because Logan Paul like what he does watch every fight, like almost every fight like Jake does. Logan Paul like coach who like or he drinking it and promote his own brand, and they never cared. I mean, I wouldn't either if it was my brother. But also it's like even if Jake was like fuck you, you messing up his money, bro. What am I doing right now? I'm just my dog is just in the bathroom. I think he's digging a hole. Probably Ghost. Hey, no. He's digging, but nothing. He taking my dog out and doing a live stream as you see for my about 6 that was like two and a half months ago. But my 700 subscriber pretzel, and yeah, he's talking. But yeah, but that's what we thought. Just I was like, okay, yeah, Logan is just a big dumbass. I wouldn't even get offended. And what makes me upset more is like, first of all, you have millions. Second off, you talk about, oh, your brother trying to make a business, nigga, nigga, your your drinking company is $1 billion business. You're not trying to make a business. You already have made a business, and it's successful. trying trying would mean that it haven't taken off yet, and that should have been so since the launch. Okay. So like he acting like he's losing money, but no, at the time of this happening, his people were still buying Prime. You went dry at the desert? What do you mean by that? What do you mean dry as a desert? But yeah, maybe then like, I see what Logan Paul do. I mean I've been a friend of Jake Paul more. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think he's a little bit more funnier than Logan. And also, more critical. Charlie also said like he been living in his brother's shadow. That's like the only thing I've ever disagreed with about him. I'm like, maybe early on, like maybe Vine days, maybe like the early on in the career, but Jake Paul completely definitely in 2017 completely outshined, you know, outshined his brother in my opinion. But I guess the joke will always definitely back in 2017. Oh, Logan Paul brother, blah 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 blah. They would like race him, right? Yeah. But I'm part of the era of YouTube where saying jokes, say saying edgy jokes was okay, and I even still do that. But yeah, what do you mean by dry as a desert though? Larry thirsty or something? The ceiling fan. I'm so confused. What are you doing? Stop thinking a hole. But when you desert, I'm actually curious. I don't know if you mean thirsty or what, but you know. Yeah, but I didn't start my channel until like the Silver Age, so till like 2018. Silver Age was like before that, but start before that, but you know what I mean. Like 2018. And also, still the edginess was still good. I wasn't even friendly, but I'm more like I feel like YouTube now is just I there's a lot of good YouTubers. I even watched a lot of good new YouTubers like Jules, like just Jules. She's a short creator, but you know what I mean, what the fuck? That caught me off guard. I don't know what that. He's barking at. Maybe you're digging on something and then he got too excited. So I don't know. Something that happened. He get excited, then he starts barking. Like if I go play, but I mean that makes sense. If I go play fight with him, like play, yeah. But yeah, but like Jet Jules, most of the newer careers I watch are usually it's really short careers. Um, like like I said, Jet Jules. I think that's like the newest that I watch. Oh yeah, also SCT was part of the golden age too. I just realized that. The only thing I can say though that M is right about is generally do think, and I think this is with everybody that didn't that like listen to music. Well, not everybody, but like a lot of people that listen to music think they know what rap is supposed to sound like. They don't, and I would give it to M. The other Gen Z, the people that listen to gangster rap, but most of the time isn't good. Like who the fuck listen to Blueface? I mean, he's a rapper now, so I guess it's thing like I listened to Nas X, you know, with the thing, and it was okay. His music after that though it was ass. It's more the one was Sky, the one that played Zoe and Jesse and Punk. Except for that, but other than that, you know. Yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah. Also, random encounters is retiring. They also OGs too. They're part of the golden age. And then also they like a bunch of people I like are retiring, bro. Like this year, what is it? Wait, hold. Yeah. Picture was this year. Picture was this year. This year, OG challenge YouTuber, even before Morris, but technically Morris retired too. But there's a difference. But he's more on like he's more on Snapchat now. But also he made money off it. But also I don't know. He's rich. He retired semi. But who retired was almost in more J Stu. They didn't retire. but but they were friends with the Island Boys. No, I'd be so mad if I was boys retired, but they're not retired anytime soon. That's because they're younger. Like because the ones I did retire are like they have kids, wives, they have lives outside of YouTube. You know, and they should do more to like they do a thing that one going to content creation. Also, I haven't watched it for a while. At least it's kind of crazy because I already have been watching the like I don't no not the not the Ninja Bros. I got their channel name. I'm gonna be honest. I think it might have actually been last year. I might be tweaking, but yeah. Anyway, they retired. MatPat retired. Basically, it's basically all like the OGs that retired. Like PewDiePie retired not that long ago, like a while ago. And that was MatPat. That was so sad, bro. I was so upset. You can even tell, like, go on my main channel and or like yeah, you just find the video of me talking about MatPat's retirement, bro. Like, cause him, Markiplier, that type of guy, definitely them, bro. Random encounters, even, but even then, like the most people. That wasn't even say that White Scum, after White Scum technically retired, he like completely fatal errors. But like even then, like sure Rice came from my childhood, but I wouldn't really been upset that he retired because I kind of stopped to like him back in like 2019. So like, but yeah, but uh, but like Matt Pat, Raymond Counter, that type of guy. PewDiePie, Fred, no, Ben. He's still on YouTube though. Like the actual like person is still on YouTube. Even like SML, right? The Lowe's actually hold a place in my heart. Other than people like if J Paul retire, like even if J Paul retire, I wouldn't really be upset. That's because he's a semi-retired YouTuber. So like, but he's still on the internet because he does it, blah 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 blah. But other than that, so I would say like he's more semi-retired. But if he retires, and he basically already did retire. But like mostly those people, even like SML, right, hold like a place in my like heart, right? Even more YouTubers, the Island Boys. I'm talking about the YouTubers, not the rappers. Fuck those guys. Well, even then, like Dom Tracy, right? Even that Jack guy. I always said Jack guy, but Jack Doherty. Like you know how upset I was when he moved to streaming and he started doing all this bullshit. Actually, I literally was watching when he moved to streaming. Even then, he wanted to be a streamer. He was still a YouTuber, and even now, he still film. But 23, 24, I fell in love with him. He even like I don't even okay when he can friend with the Iron Boy. And I'm like, hey, the nigga can be friend whatever he wants, even if I don't like, right? Okay, so I was ready for my brother getting into the car. Okay, but anyway, you know. But even then, like they hold place in my heart. I always probably okay, yeah. Fuck like Jordy, Don Tracy. Like sometimes I go back to his video, watch some of his old videos, the skip school videos, all that. It's like there's pivotal points, there's pivotal channels that have a whole place in my heart. No matter if they're like OGs, so back like the late 2000s, like when YouTube first became a thing, to like 18, 2019, because everybody wants to skip school, right? I mean, definitely because most people don't like school, right? So Jack Doherty, Don Tracy, and then you have somebody like at Humble, like Markiplier, that type of guy, right? And even Matt Pat, right? But also they talk about things that you're interested in, like Matt Pat. You talk about video games, food. Later on, film theory, like you talk about TV shows, movies, even like FNAF, right? Everything like back in 2020, I became a big fan of like Shadow Bros, right? They did stuff that YouTube channel to 2018. They even started TikTok in 2018. Kind of thought that I retired TikToker. Because I was like, even early on, that was like, even back in 2020 when they become big as YouTubers, that's still what they were known as with TikTokers. Because that is the first thing they became big as was TikTokers. Um, if you hook him out hook him up right now, it would say another thing. But yeah, I've been filming for like 6 years now. Like 6 years. Uh, but if they retired, bro, I'd be so sad. Get they everybody that I like is retiring, bro. I didn't really watch PewDiePie that much. I did watch him here and there. They were pretty funny, but I pretty sad that he retired. But I was like, okay, then bro. I wasn't as sad I was like Matt Pat retired, but then Matt Pat retired. Well, first, Jack's up a guy. No, if Matt Pat didn't Jack's. I'm not Jack's up guy. My fault. Uh, Morgs, but it was actually Matt Pat first. You know, Battle Breeze, that when Matt Pat retired, and then Morgs also kind of retired. Like, no, not Morgs. You guys are like Morgs. But yeah, and then yeah, and then no, now random encounters is retiring next year and on June 7th, and I was holding off on it too. I literally was like, I'm not. No, just no. Now I really holding off on it too. So last last year I was like, wait, what? I'll watch it later. But it can't like it was right there in my face, bro. It was making fun of me, bro. Actually, recently I didn't realize I was subscribed to Jack Doherty, so I was like, wait, I thought I was subscribed to him, but nah, I didn't. I thought I did. I did unsubscribe to him because, like I said, I don't like him no more. I still subscribe to Down Tracy, but he really don't record anything anymore. Like I don't think I have saw a video from him for like a long time. I'm still curious of what you mean by I have been dry as a dead for so long. But yeah, You know, you seem like actually I'll say the most short career or the only really short career. What are you doing? You going not knock that over out. What are you doing? I don't think he'll be able to knock that over. I think it's probably too heavy for him to do. I'm gonna say I think I'm not gonna Overwatch. I know he's doing. I think he's scratch at it too. So yeah. So anyway, yeah. But the only short creator of the top that I want to meet is just Jules. You know, because and the thing is, we heard like polar opposites. I'm acting more edgy. I'm acting more edgy. She's not. She's more family friendly. You know, and she's more. How do I say this? I mean, family friendly is a good term. I mean, big chef content, but more like positive. Let me say it like that. And I'm not like negative, but like I'm talking about like she her whole channel is rooted in positivity. Like if you go watch her videos right now, right? And like I said, I'm not negative or anything. Just I'm more, you know. I mean, I can make it like I really cuss like on videos or on my live stream. Like I literally like even you go watch like I said, go watch my behind the scenes on my main channel. Like I'll mess up saying saying something for like the short, right? That I'm filming and I'll be like fuck or shit. And even go watch like the live streams, right? Like the live streams on here. I even like I cuss. She doesn't. Mostly because she is a teen, like she is a minor, like she's 17. Not 17 yet. She's still 16, but she'll be 17 in August. But like but even then, when I was even then, like okay, but I was like when I first started YouTube, I didn't cut on nothing because I mean I was really young. I didn't start cutting until I was 16. And even then, like when I first started cutting, I was like, "Oh, we got cuts on accident." And don't get me wrong, I cussed before in real life, right? I cussed before. That wasn't like the first ever time I cussed, but it was the first time I ever cussed like on camera back on like on my main channel. And no, it was, yeah. But also, I didn't really cuss much. That's also a thing. Maybe didn't like I cussed like definitely like in middle school, right? Definitely was a cusser in middle school, but I still never cussed on camera. Like I cuss not all the time in middle school, but I cuss quite a bit in middle school. I think that's also most probably where it starts. Look, probably for most, I think either that or high school. But I didn't start cussing until I was 15 in high school in my sophomore year. Again, my birthday is in September, so I would still be 15 when my sophomore year started and ended. But yeah, and I didn't think how people reacted. It was my first time, so I didn't shock myself. Like, oh. And then later after that, I still get cut all the time. I don't think I really cut it to like probably 2020. But also that's also a thing. I've never been afraid to put myself out there a little bit. Maybe not back then. Maybe when I was younger. But I say that it can like if you see like videos that from even my cousin, right, my little cousin Deshaun. I was thankful like my my cousin Deshaun back early on in my YouTube career, and that's on the main channel, right? He wasn't here when I started this channel. Actually, yes, he was, but I never really filmed on the channel. Actually, there was gonna be like a this channel at first was gonna be a a clips channel. Where I mean, like playing games, like doing trick shots or something like that. Like even did watch like my audience video, like on the videos tab. Like the first ever video was even like no, the first ever short was literally with D Wit in a room or me just joking with him. And then after that, like I've never filmed on this channel until 2023. Like I started shorts creation. Actually, I think I'd be like over like 1,000 right now if I did start it back then, right? Uh, but yeah, like and that's the thing. Even if I'm like 3 a.m. or scary type of content, even though like it's scripted and stuff, I never needed to script my content because I didn't really care that much. Even then, I could edit it like what I did like my like even trend videos. Uh, but like I like, but I never like but I never like scripting myself in a way that I would just be like, cause even then like Deshaun is like the only person that I have ever filmed with that really have asked me to film, right? You know, it's my channel, right? Cause even then, what? Because the other person I filmed with the most was D Wit, right? Even when I started this channel, I did film with him quite a bit. I filmed a short with him. I filmed a few shorts with him, music shorts, uh, uh, shorts on here. Actually, you probably see it like a while ago though. But that's also the thing is we're not those same little kids anymore, right? He would just graduate. Yeah, he graduated. You know, Deshaun's not here, but I'm pretty sure he also grew out of it too. But I filmed him not that long ago too, like 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, and where I was going there for a funeral, and that's also the thing is I'm like a person that shuts down, right? I was really into comedy. I was sort of into comedy where I sad, and that's exactly what I did. You know, oh shit, that's exactly what I did. Like even then, I felt oh I'm still could be filming. Cause I still I had to film some stuff, and I filmed with Deshaun, and we were joking around, and it actually was a pretty good time. Actually, in my opinion, well at least for me, a little bit healing. Definitely kind of able to see some of my family that have suffered for a bit. You know, but also made the regret a lot worse because my cousin did die. I haven't talked to for a while, so. But that mostly hit me when I got back here after. But yeah, I do back while in the other house like that before this one. But yeah. But even like I said, with D Wit, like I would ask him to film, and most of the time he'd be down with it. He was, but even then, like back then, even when I was started film shorts, he was growing out of it a little bit, so he wasn't that as interested as he was back then, right? Because like I said, we're not those same little kids anymore. Like when I first started using like D create his channel because like I'm the first one out of all my brothers. He did even create a few channels. I even let him have my main channel for a little bit, but he never filmed out. But he would even still help me film sometimes. Um, Mainly that's the only one I never really asked film, but he would still sometimes help me film sometimes. But it was actually it was really just D-Wit. Like me D-Wit with the duo, we was the let me say we were the Shiloh and Elijah of that era. That's And I say that, but even then, we started our channel way before the Shiloh birthday because they started their channel in November. Nope, not November. Actually, a little bit earlier than that, but they delayed some videos, so they started like in June. But even then, we were filming each other like in February. Of so we was Elijah before Shiloh and Elijah basically. I don't know how to put like maybe a content creation, or we just say content creation, if because like we film like everything. Well, like I said, we're more into streaming video. You know, we never filmed the field of streaming, but you know, video we used to stay at hotels a lot. Whole different story, but yeah, we used to stay at hotels a lot, so it easy to get to go in the bathroom with like no windows or anything, and be like, oh yeah, it's 3 a.m. And also, we were like really into that stuff when we were younger. And like I said, like I had to act it, but Deshaun was more into it. Okay, that is okay. But Deshaun was more into it. More, he would definitely when he or because I think why because he had the same brain that I had, and why I mean like that is like it made me feel good, right? Like everything that I go to, right? I pick up the camera, I record, I get to have fun, right? I let loose, you know. I get to feel good, you know, the whole thing, you know. And I think that's even probably why I enjoy YouTube so now, right? It make me feel like, you know, while I'm going through something. Oh, you ran through the tree with the pants or bush, basically. But yeah. Also, I think he. Bro, come. Don't run. Oh, well, yeah, you can't. Oh shit. Okay, maybe I should have stopped him. I didn't think he would be able to really. Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah. But I think he probably did like hang out with me, cause like, you know. But he, like I said, and I guess he was also into like this stuff. And, you know, like the stuff that I did, like even like the scary content, right? I read into that when I was younger, right? But no people that he watched, he was that does that, right? He either watch people like as a Sniper Wolf, right? But yeah, you have people like as a Sniper Wolf. No, going to the grass. Yeah, I'm gonna let him get his energy out before I take him outside. I mean inside. But yeah. Yeah, but I think he's like hanging out with me and also have fun filming with me too, so. But yeah. So like, but yeah, like DeWitt grew out of it. Deshaun, I'm pretty sure grew out of it too. And no, I'm the older one because, like I said, I'm the first one that started this. I was like into it. You know, like even then, DeWitt didn't even film as much as I did. Like even like back then, like when we first started, like when he would film on his channel, like cause he also would get his passwords too. Like he would also forget his passwords and stuff too. Yeah, like me. You know, when we first, started. I'm not gonna go find that channel. I know it's like Nathan Breckenridge or something like that. I don't know if I'll be able to find it now. But I know that because this before I became XZ and blah 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 blah. You know, yeah. But yeah, when I go back inside that point, I'm gonna look for that. See if I can find him. I want to have some nostalgia, bro. But yeah, we would film at the same time that I would film from my channel, and then we would film from his channel. Like he would film what I film. Like that's basically how it worked. No, but there would be times here and there where he wanted to film, but even then, it would be times that I wanted to film because he would ask me, "Hey, you want to help me film this video?" I'd be like, "Yeah." And then I'll also, yeah, let's film. You know what? Let's film for my video too. But most of the time, it's me just filming. Actually, like because he did forget his password. Sometimes it took him a bit, and he wanted to film at least for his own channel, right? Like he didn't create the channel that he has now till I think late 2018 or middle 2018. I don't remember. Cause he kind of stopped like November, like no, like middle 2019. Like, I would say no, towards the end of 2019. Like when we moved to on Detroit Street. After that, when he really slowed down and he really didn't film much, which makes sense because he going his teenage years. Like I said, he was growing out of it, but he still like semi into it, and he was still like mostly helping me film. But also that when we started to drift apart, like we never really talked or hang out like we YouTube when we were younger. You know, anytime I would ask him to film it, he would be like, no, or not right now. You know, but he going to high school. Yeah. We just hit an hour. If the thing hit an hour, I'm probably good in it. My phone's at 7, so I might animate sooner than that. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, but I think that's also the thing. Like, my brothers were never like into it. Like how do I say this? It wasn't obsessed with it like me. Like I said, I was the first one out of all of them to actually like film, and then D-Will was the second. Me never really created a channel other than for what we did. He did for music, which is opposite, right? Even then, I was still the first one to start doing music, at least on like YouTube. All of them, like I was generally like, and still am obsessed with this. And also, I never really cared about like the number stuff. If I did, uh, if I did, I'll probably like ban it with like, you know how long I've been doing YouTube, bro. So I would be like got off of YouTube, quit and stuff like that. Even then, like when I first started, I didn't realize that you can even get paid. You know, and most of the people, actually no, not even most of the people, everybody that watched more Smart Complier, Jacksepticeye Guy, Island Boys, Matt Pat, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all of them. They have lots of money, but they have also merch, right? I didn't think they were making money off of they make like Jake Paul definitely had like his own business. I think 10 was like a business, right? So it wasn't like, oh, I thought and also he played on Disney too. So it's just like there's other ways he was making like lots of money, right? And I know he probably wasn't making that much on Disney, but you know what I mean. But they had other ways. I thought, okay, that's probably how they're making money. Well, I started in the era when YouTube wasn't even like a money thing yet. Like you couldn't make money off of YouTube yet. That's also probably why I didn't know uh because you know, because I was like born and more had like memory of like YouTube wasn't even like a thing where you can make money off of, right? Even did like the artists I was listening to, they were making money off of like the Spotify listener stuff, and I knew you could make money off of there, right? I didn't exactly know how or how much you needed to make money. Cause I didn't know there was specifically a requirement like YouTube, but it didn't. No, actually, I wouldn't even really take stats. Like I would look to see if how good the video did. I think my brother's back, but you get good video back even now, right? Which is completely normal. But even then, like what video don't even get much views. Like even like yesterday's video only got like at the time when I checked with like 29 views. Now I have like 80. I don't know if that's 100 yet, but yeah, I was like, well, okay. Hey, I'm not really don't really care about that. I'm having a good time, right? Even then, there's a lot of shorts that I've done that I haven't done. Okay, that I haven't done. That I haven't done for a bit. Like even then, like I didn't even go out all the Shallow and Pro shorts, but I stopped doing them last because I wanted to do because I didn't want it to become stale, right? That's also why. But I wanted to do more shorts, and that actually was way more funner too. Like they're still my top favorite shorts to do, and I just recently got really back into them. But you know, I actually need to watch their new video. Also, R.P. Cole, bro. He died of cancer. I didn't even know he had cancer. That's how good he. Well, I mean, they just stuff, but yeah. But yeah, RP. I was so sad that he died. You know, I was so sad that he died. But yeah. Okay, we're seeing my phone's at 5%. That's how we can end it like wait, this thing hit an hour. So I guess it's kind of start right now.
What up, Nook?
What's up? Yeah. Okay, I was trying to pet you, but okay. You can want to fight for some reason. But yeah. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna end the stream here. That's at 58, so I'll probably out in a minute, but yeah. Now 59. But yeah. Yeah, in the stream right here. And yeah. I'm gonna take the dog in. Yeah, I'm gonna take the dog in and yeah. See you in the next stream. This will be an hour. So yeah. Oh, so yeah. See you next stream. Preach.